So I didn't film too much today, really. I was just back at this job, just finishing off these doors. So I just thought I'd film it for anyone that had been watching and just wanted to see the outcome of the doors. Thought I'd just sort of button the job off by doing a bit of filming, really. So just going all around the inside of the panels with a little cutting in brush and then giving them all a face roll with a little mini roller. I think that's the little Hamilton Perfection roller there, the very fine sort of micro roller thing. So not a sponge roller. I don't really use them very much. I don't like the sponge ones. So they're like a mohair or something. I'm not sure, but I think it's the Hamilton Perfection. Nice little rollers, actually. But even so, with the best rollers you can sort of get and a good quality paint, it's a Dulux quick drying satin, it still leaves you with a slight bit of texture, really. It's very hard to lose texture completely. I mean, they come out nice, but under the spotlights, you can still see a bit of texture. It's very hard to lose it completely. Maybe, obviously, spraying's okay, but I couldn't spray in there. You can see all the walls were black, so I didn't even dare want to try and chance spraying them doors in there. But they do what do you call it, like a paint additive that helps the paint flow a bit better. But when you're buying a Dulux paint, you shouldn't really need to start buying stuff to add to it to make it flow better. I mean, surely it should be good enough as it is, really. But anyway, it all come out all right, all look good. So that's that job done now. And I'll just leave you with the rest of this, really. Not much to show, but thanks for those that have been watching throughout the year. I'm sure there'll be more videos to come before Christmas, but this is my last official day, but I'm sure I'll be up to something else. Here they are now, all done, all finished. Looking good. Ready for Christmas for the customer, who is a good friend of mine, actually.
Been around.
Go on in. Happy customer.
And happy dogs.
And I haven't paid him either. He ain't paid me yet. Well, as a great singer once sung, the weather outside is frightful. It really is. Really bad rain down here. I'm down on like the Herts, Essex, North London borders. Sort of my working area. Not so much North London now, more Herts and Essex. But the rain is terrible. It's been a real grim, horrible day. So if any of you have had to work outside in that, you have my sympathies, you really do. Years ago when I used to do a bit of, I used to work on a maintenance firm, and we used to have like commercial contracts. It was all commercial work, and part of that commercial work was railway work as well, railway stations. So I may have mentioned this before. It wasn't railway track work. We wasn't track workers. We used to do the work on the platform. So, and this was at a time when I think British Rail had just become like privatised, was denationalised, and a lot of the old British Rail workers were still working there. And then little firms like what I worked on, we were little subcontractors, and we were going to do the jobs that they would have done. Probably the jobs that would have took them 2 days to do, in fairness. We were going to do it in an hour. Do you know, if there was like a blocked drain or something like that, I can imagine them old British Rail boys, they would have been, oh, it's going to be a big job, this one, do you know, and they probably would have milked that for a couple of days, or at least a day. Where we was on response times and stuff like that, so we'd go there, we'd plunge the toilet or a blocked drain, we'd be in and out in an hour. And when we used to turn up, them old British Rail boys, they didn't like us. We were like scabs, do you know, you really felt the like the tension that we were coming in and I suppose taking their jobs, really. A bit like the old South Park. They took our jobs! They took our jobs! They took our jobs! They took your jobs! They took your jobs too! They took our jobs! They took your jobs! They took your jobs! They took your jobs! They took your jobs! But yeah, so they didn't like us, but I suppose we was meant to be like, really. We were taking their jobs in a way. It wasn't our fault, we were just workers. So yeah, so anyway, getting back to the weather. So I've done plenty of work on the platforms and things like that in this epoxy weather. Lots of outside work, fencing, putting up fences, because a lot of that railway stuff was emergency stuff, or it was out of hours stuff, where they potentially, you'd get a line closure for a certain amount of time. So if it was work that could be done in the wet and it was wet, there was no chance that you could not do it, because there'd been a lot of things put in place to get that work done. So I wasn't going to worry about a few getting a little bit wet. So anyway, so I've done plenty of it over the years. Freezing cold, soaking wet. So yeah, but now, touch wood, that is not my life anymore. I work for myself and I do what I want when I want. Although I do end up in some scrapes, you must see that. But anyway, enough of that waffle. That was the end of that little job there. I didn't film much of it because it was just literally me painting doors really, and I just changed one lock. So, but most of it was just me painting doors, and I don't think anyone wants to watch that. So yeah, I just wanted to show the job finished for anyone that had been watching it progress through the couple of days I've been there. Just wanted to show you what it's a finished job basically. Buttons it up for you. I'll sign off now. I'm going to make my way home through this terrible weather, and I'm sure I will see you next week at some point. But anyway, have a good weekend all, and I'll see you soon.